Hello everybody, NGS here, and welcome to the poll results of, what's it gonna be, Spring 2024, something thereabouts, the Madoka Magica replacement poll. I finished watching Madoka Magica, and as you might have known, or maybe not, I don't know, it has ended, so I need another show to watch. This poll has been running for 2 weeks, which is 1 week longer than I expected, but votes were coming in until the very last moment, and if I close the poll after a week, we would have like 3 votes, but now we have 5 out of 6 eligible people, so not a bad result. And yeah, now I'm gonna reveal the results, and we're gonna reveal them slowly, of course, for some added suspense. Not gonna show which show has won right from the get-go. So let us begin with the score of -6. We have Jujutsu Kaisen. Alas, it's not going to be the show that I'm going to be watching this season, as you can clearly see. I'm not sure, like 100% sure, whether that vote is because it's just not a great show for me to watch, whether it's just not a great show, or whether it's because Tiabu is currently watching it and people just don't want to watch 2 reactions to the same show at the same time. Either of those, probably all of them hold true in some regard. Next one is Utena. Utena with -2 votes in total, -2 points, rather, should I say. It's an older show that I'm not sure how well it, how well it stays. Whatchamacallit? What's the proper term to use here? In general, I just heard the voices that it's a good show, but not necessarily something that would be, that stood the test of time. So maybe that's why we see those results. But of course, we're gonna look at the detailed results later to perhaps understand those a little bit more. Next show on the list is Beasts of Ars. Beasts of Ars, the winner of the seasonal poll that I ran like the last season or the season before that. From what I hear, it's a good show, but just good. Nothing like particularly mind-blowing. It's not a cult classic. Nothing like that. It's just a serviceable show. So probably why it ended up with the same score as Utena, which is -2. Next one on the list is with the score of 1. We're going into the positives now. Iruma-kun. Similarly, from what I hear, it's a good show, but again, nothing particularly mind-blowing. It would be fun to watch, but maybe not much discussion to be had. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it, and I'm not gonna watch it now. So perhaps we'll see in the future. Next, with the score of 4, we have Scrapped Princess. Curiously, another somewhat older show, kind of like Utena, although compared to Utena, I think this one's newer. And some people really like it, some people are really curious about it, and yet, alas, it did not win the vote. So let's go for the next one. Next one is Bookworm, with a whole 4 votes to its name, 4 points, just like Scrapped Princess. This score actually changed like last moment, so we're gonna have a look at the detailed scoring to figure out maybe why. It's a good show, from what I hear, a very good one, but apparently, more than Bookworm, people wanted me to watch Yuki Yuna wa Yusha. And that's the winner. We're gonna be watching Yuki Yuna. I know that there is like 2 seasons of it, like a movie or 2, and like a couple of prequels, something like that. It's another fairly big or spread out franchise, kind of like Madoka Magica. And curiously, we stay within the realms of Mahou Shoujo shows, which kind of seems to be a running theme for my known seasonal shows, doesn't it? Right? We started with Symphogear, there was Review Starlight, then there was Madoka, then this. What's next? What am I gonna be watching next? Maybe Precure? I'm curious about Precure. I would watch Precure. I'm gonna put Precure on the next poll. Why not? But yeah, right now, as it stands, we're gonna be watching Yuki Yuna. If that's all you wanted from this episode, from this video, then thank you for coming. Check out my Discord. It's abstracted here. Check out my Patreon. All that jazz, like, subscribe, etc. But if you are curious about the details, we're gonna go to those right now. There we go. This is a more complete, come on, there we go. More complete chart. I have it in a larger form on my Excel on the next monitor, and it's also ordered. Jujutsu Kaisen, we have 3 votes for please no, so 3 times 2 negative votes, and 1 vote for just neutral. So people really didn't want me to watch it, and 1 person was neutral. There was no positive votes, curiously enough. Then we have Utena, which has a fairly even spread. We see 2 votes for please no, but 1 vote for hell yeah. And again, 1 neutral. So kind of polarizing, although we don't see this, like, you know, convex or concave, which one is which. Yeah, we don't see the U shape here, so it's not like that super polarizing. Beast of Ours seems to be just an overall meh show that people just are completely neutral about. 1 person really hates it though, for some reason, or maybe really doesn't want me to watch it, because that's really the measure here, right? It's not the measure of the quality of the show, it's a measure of how much you guys want me to watch a given show. So let's not talk in the terms of how good a show is, how good of a fit it is for me right now. Maybe that would be more apt. Next we have Iruma-kun, which is again an overall just a meh show from what I see. People are fairly neutral about it. 1 person would like me to watch it, but not particularly strongly, so overall neutral. Scrapped Princess, fairly positive, fairly even distribution from meh to hell yeah, although with mostly meh and some +1, some yes, but yeah, overall positive. What's that accent? Overall positive. Overall, people seem to like this show and want me to watch it somewhat. Then we have Bookworm. It did not have that -2 vote last I checked, but it gained 1, and it would have had like, I think, +7 score, but now it has now it has, what does it have, 4 because of this vote. But overall, people really like it. People still really want me to watch it, because see how high the hell yeah bar is, equal to the one of Yuki Yuna. So I don't know, maybe something that I will watch in the near future after I'm done with Yuki Yuna, or after some slot frees up and I add another non-seasonal show to my usual schedule. We'll see about that. But yeah, Bookworm and Yuki Yuna were head-to-head for a while, +7 and +7. I was honestly worried that I'm gonna have to like toss a coin or watch both of them or something like that. But we have a clear winner, and that clear winner is of course Yuki Yuna, with 3 votes for hell yeah, with 1 vote for yes, and 1 neutral vote. Overall, this is the winner. And if you're curious about the raw data, raw-ish data, this is a little bit sanitized, I guess. You can clearly see which show got what amount of which votes, if the bar graph wasn't entirely clear, because it might not have been. And we also see this one, which is the raw data, well, almost raw data, how it comes in from Google Forms. And then I have to scrub through it to figure out the winner. And that concludes the poll. That means I'm gonna start watching Yuki Yuna Wayusha de Aru? I think that's the full title. Yuki Yuna Wayusha. That's the chunk that I know, and most people just seem to call it Yuki Yuna. So, soon enough, probably today, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. I'm gonna record the first episode. It's gonna be available on my Patreon in the description, of course, for $10 tier early on. And next week, that very first episode will be, of course, released to you guys openly on YouTube to watch for free without the need to pay anything. That's how early access works. If you have something more to add on the topic, if you disagree with some of those votes, if you'd like to explain some of them, maybe you were one of the voters, if you'd like to just tell me about those shows from your perspective, even if you didn't vote, tell me about it in the comments below. Don't spoil Yuki Yuna to me, though. Don't spoil any of those shows for that matter. And that's basically the only limitation as to what you can say in the comments down below. Anything else of import? No, I think that's it. I think that's gonna be a short 10-minute video, and we're basically done. So, Yuki Yuna has won. I'm gonna be watching that, and I'll see you there. And before that, we of course have the shows that I'm watching right now. So, Frieren, Shangri-La Frontier, Majo to Yajuu, Metallic Rouge, all of those, Sasaki to Pichan, all of those are still, of course, running, and now Yuki Yuna will join the fray. So, that's gonna be it from me for now, and like this video, if you liked it, of course, subscribe to be notified when I release Yuki Yuna and other shows, click the bell if you want to be notified when I go live, because I do sometimes support the channel if you want on Patreon, for example, where for $10 a month you get early access to non-seasonal shows like Yuki Yuna. For $5 you can vote on them. For $1 you get a role on the Discord, place in the credits, and you can also support me on YouTube via membership, super thanks, super chats if you want. And if you don't have to, you can just share my content, spread the word, costs you nothing, helps a lot. If you'd like to share my Yuki Yuna reaction with some fellow Yuki Yuna enjoyers, perhaps, that would be much helpful. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's it. So as always, you guys do all the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's my wonderful Patreons: QB Without a Network Survivor, Zayrainer, Michael Spaulding, Marco-san, Yuki Ally, Dr. Wood, Akamancer, Marsh, Fassel, and Hans Peter. And you can join them, of course, if you want, without having to pull your wallet for that or something, I don't know.